it's very clear to me that Scotland could be an independent economy. There's no doubt. The Scottish economy is bigger than the Irish economy. Its rate of unemployment is half of our rate of unemployment. It has oil. We know it has oil. Its population structure is actually quite young in comparison to other parts of the UK. So this is a substantial economy that could survive on its own without any real problems. That's the first thing. But it could survive on its own. That's the first thing. It could even thrive on its own. So you're talking not about a bit of the United Kingdom. What you're talking about is an economy that is 190 billion euros GDP. So it's big. So there's no reason to believe it can't survive and thrive. So if you actually take yourself out of this campaign and think, can this entity not only survive but thrive? There's absolutely no reason to believe it can't. What we're getting now is a very clear policy of scaremongering on the part of the establishment in Westminster, and by that I mean the political parties and the corporate bloc, because they don't want change. But take the currency option. The currency is the one that everyone's going on about. And I even saw Mark Carney, the Bank of England governor, coming out yesterday and saying having a currency union between Scotland and England is anti-sovereign. Now, that's a ludicrous thing to say. There are dozens of countries that deploy the currencies of other countries. For example, and they don't even have to be in any way connected. For example, years ago, and I worked down there, Bulgaria in 1996 decided to, in effect, peg themselves to the dollar. And they could do it. So this notion that there's some massive currency complication that changes the dynamic to such an extent that Scotland could not manage A, the transition, and B, be a normal country generated by a normal society and financed, seems to me to be not necessarily that credible.
About your Scottish grandparents, if they hadn't moved here and you were there, what would you be doing?
I would vote yes if I were there, because I think there's something very exciting about the right to govern your own affairs. I think this is something that is deep inside all of us.